Our next guest is no stranger to fighting legal battles against BP. He is Brent Coon, currently representing a survivor of the Deepwater Horizon drilling rig who is suing BP and others involved in the Gulf spill. Adam Johnson also joining us again as well. And Brent, just if I can just toss out this first question to you, because you're representing somebody who survived this rig explosion. Are there others coming out saying that they are also going to be suing BP because of this?
Yes, there are. We represent one of the roustabouts, which is one of the deckhands on the rig, and there were over 100 people that survived this. All of them been obviously traumatized from, basically living on Dante's Inferno for a number of hours before they made their escape.
Now, I'll tell you what, let me jump in here, Brent. You won $2.1 billion against BP back in 2005, Texas City Refinery. You described them as a fix-it-as-they-go company. Talk to us about what that means.
Adam, really they are. It's surprising that a company as big as they are doesn't take care of things in advance. That's just proactive maintenance. And they're a company that's just never engaged in that kind of philosophy. They don't take care of things until they break.
Now, you say there are two kinds of safety. There's personal safety and there's process safety. They're good at the personal, not at the process. What do you mean?
That's a big important step to understand in the refining and oil industry. Personal safety means wearing your hard hat, safety glasses, steel-toed shoes, so you don't hurt yourself. BP and most of the others in the industry are very good about that. The problem is that BP is one of the anomalies in that they don't care about the process safety side. That is making sure the infrastructure of and the integrity of your refineries and your rigs is working.
And that's maintenance? Is that what you were saying?
That's all maintenance.
With maintenance?
That's all maintenance.
So if they're cutting corners on maintenance, they're saving some money, but it's creating an issue, and that's where the liability lies, according to you?
That's right. Just like a car. If you don't change the oil in your car, you can drive fine for a while, and then your motor's going to burn up. And that's
Brent,
what BP does.
Brent, what has it been like, though, to be on the other side of the courtroom with BP? I mean, how much do they dig in their heels, or how easily do they settle?
Well, that's another good question. We hear a lot in this case about how BP is going to be transparent, how they're going to take care of all the claims, all the legitimate claims, and yet they won't really tell us much. They hid from us the video down at the ocean floor for a month. They weren't being transparent. They're not really telling us what they think is or is not a legitimate claim. So again, we're seeing a lot of the same parallels. We know that in our case, they fought us for 4 years and several trials before we could get resolution to all of our cases.
Now, Brett, Credit Suisse, the guys up in New York, the investment bankers this morning saying that the cost could ultimately go $30 to $40 billion. Is that a fair estimate?
It's a fair estimate by what we know today. The problem is that the oil is going out of these pipes every day, putting that much more pollution into our Gulf, and we just do not know today how big that impact's going to be. It could certainly be that number, could certainly be larger.
Betty?
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks so much, Brent Coon, the attorney and founder of Brent Coon and Associates.